What's up, YouTube? This is White Sox Warrior on Team MetaMaker's page, and we are on the road to regionals. And my one friend is not going. Actually, he's going on a skiing trip with his family, so whatever, he can't go. But it's still gonna be fun. And he left me his Chaos Dragon deck, so I can go through it, pick apart the cards I want to add to my side deck, and whatever. But I decided to do a quick Chaos Dragon deck profile for you guys, just to see what's up. And I don't know if you guys, anybody's going to Countryside, but if you are, message us. We'll try and meet up with you. But yeah, first, the bread and butter of the deck, Triple Light Pulsar Dragon. It's a really, really good card. If you have Red Eyes in the graveyard, that loop is just ridiculously broken. And yeah, I don't like it. It's just tough to get over that Red Eyes Pulsar loop. My friend elects to run 1, 2, 3 Dark Flare. And he really likes the effect of Dark Flare, discarding the card to get... He likes to send Eclipse Wyvern to his graveyard so he can search out Red Eyes or Dad. And it just actually works pretty well for him, because he gets Red Eyes to his hand then, and it's really good. Speaking of the double, 1 Red Eyes, Darkness Metal Dragon. Really get your OTK going, and a lot of protection with Light Pulsar. So this guy, you see this guy a lot. So like, if you're playing against this, try and banish that guy. Like Chaos Sorcerer, BLS, just get rid of the guy if you can. 1 Wyvern. Wyvern is a good card because it searches out the Red Eyes or Dad or Dark Armed, and yeah, it's just, you really don't want to draw this card. You want to mill this card because it's kind of a dead draw. You just have to set it, and that kind of sucks, but whatever. 1 Dad. Yeah, this card is ridiculous. All you need is 3 darks in your graveyard, and boom, 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 get ready to fuck shit up. So yeah. 1 Divine Dragon Apocalypse or Rith, whatever. It's an annoying name, but it's a really good card. You discard late game if he has Red Eyes in his graveyard. Discard, get Red Eyes out, banish this guy, get Light Pulsar back, and he's got the loop late game and just 1 card, and it's just like, wow, I hate you. But yeah, that is a really good card. 1 BLS. I don't really need to talk about this card. It's ridiculous. Yeah, BLS, part of the Chaos Engine. Chaos Sorcerer. Thank God this card got limited to 3, or else this deck would still be ridiculously broken. But yeah, Chaos Dragon or Chaos Sorcerer 1, and another part of the Chaos Engine. Then we have the Tour Guide engine with double Tour Guide, Night Assailant, Sangan. And yeah, he really likes that. He likes to go. He gets that a lot. Goes Zenmane's first turn. I try and Veilor it if I can, but yeah, Zenmane's first turn is really annoying to get over. I don't like, because it lets him set up for his OTK, and you don't want that, people. 2 Card Trooper. My friend, he's been retarded lately and just been setting this card just so he gets to draw, but I'm like, you're an idiot. He's like, no, I'm scared of the life point damage. I'm like, no. You gotta mill. If you get this guy, summon him, mill the 3, because it's a cost, so even if they Veilor it, you're just not gonna increase your attack. But either way, you get the mills, and you get the cards to your graveyard that you need to Chaos. It's just special summon, Light Pulsar, Dark Flare, Chaos Sorcerer, BLS. You need cards in your graveyard in this, and this is one of the key guys. And when he's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you freaking get a draw. So like, yeah, this card's ridiculous. I don't like Card Trooper, because you have to give him a draw to get rid of it and stop his mills. 3 Raikou, just destruction and mill. Just no need to say anything more. 3 Lila, because she gets the back row hate and the mill, which is fantastic as well. Again, in this deck, you gotta focus on the mill. 1 Thunder King, and slows down a lot of decks. So especially slows down Prophecies, which I hate. And yeah, but yeah, I gotta waste a lot of resources to get rid of this fuck. But yeah, Thunder King, and he's a light, so again, works well in the deck. Hand Traps, 3 Veilors. Veilor is a good card. Stop the effects. It's a light again, so gets cards to his graveyard. He runs 2 Trag. Dark Hand Trap, stop the opponent OTK, copy levels. Trag is just ridiculously broken. And then 1 Gorz. Gorz is Gorz, and Gorz wins games. So run a Gorz, people. It's a dark too, so yeah. Then he has 1, 2, 3 Soul Recharge, and that card is really good. And he gets draw and mill, so that kind of just it really helps set him up. 1 charge, and he gets Raikou or Lila to his hand. I really hate this card in combination with Solar Recharge because he'll activate it, mill 3, get Raikou to his hand or something, then use Solar Recharge, draw 2, then mill 2 more, and it's like 5 mills, 2 cards, and a 2 draw. Like, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Like, he gets half his graveyard done instantly. So like, you're just hoping that entire time that he's milling spell cards like Forbidden Lance. And Lance is a really good card just because you can use it in the damage step to screw people over, or I mean, you know, whatever you want, and protect cards from destruction, compulse, whatever. And yeah, Forbidden Lance is just a really good card. 2, Mystical Space Typhoon, because you gotta destroy stuff and you don't always get to Lila. And Cast Dragons, you don't want back row because you wanna get the OTK and you don't want anything interfering with that. Again, same concept, Heavy Storm. It's kind of the trio. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, just staples. Monster Reborn late game again with Red Eyes is just like, oh my god. You get Red Eyes, Light Pulsar, and it's just like crap. I gotta get over that now. It's just no fun because you have to spend so many resources trying to get over that, and then when he drops that, it sucks. His extra deck, I don't think he puts a lot of thought into his extra deck. He doesn't really use his extra deck much, but whatever. His favorite card to use is Unmains, obviously. He like abuses that card. Then he has 1 Leviair because Leviair gets his Vanish stuff back. 1 Chronomaly Crystal Chrononaut. I don't think he's ever used it. Leviathan Dragon, he uses that with Tour Guide if he has the Red Eyes in his hand because he can just banish that and he goes into Red Eyes. 1 Acid Golem because late game, that's a big beat stick, it helps you. 1 Photon Path Operative because that card's good. Queen Dragon Dijin, get special summon a level 5 or higher dragon from your graveyard. That's pretty broken. Utopia Protection, white target as well, so more chaos fodder. 1 Adrius because he makes Dark Flare a lot, and Dark Flare you can go into Adrius, which is awesome. 1 Atum, and I told him to use this card. It's my card because I ran Heretics before, but I told him to special summon. Like, you use this card, you special summon Red Eyes or Light Pulsar if Red Eyes is in your graveyard, and that way you have an instant Red Eyes White Pulsar loop, and it really helps, and he's been using it a lot now, and he likes it. I traded him this card, Swordbreaker. He doesn't really use it much because he's stupid, but I think Swordbreaker is a good card. If you're playing like Samurai, you call Warrior, Heroes, Warrior, Dragons, you call Dragons, and you can't be attacked. Like, especially against Dragons, I think, because Dragons don't have a lot of ways to kill you other than the actual beat the crap out of you, whatever style. So Swordbreaker, I think, is really good because he either stalls or they just can't get over, and you're just picking them apart. 1 Force Focus, good card. I love it. Poor man's Photon Strike Bouncer, but it's 2800 beat stick. It negates Red Eyes, just fantastic. 1 TG Hyper Librarian because he actually doesn't synchro, so I don't know why he uses that. 1 Scrap Dragon because I have no idea why, because again he doesn't synchro. And 1 Red Eyes Dragon Archfiend. Again, I don't think I've ever seen him synchro, but he sides in Trap Eaters for Macro Cosmos, so I guess that's what his thought process is behind that. But yeah, that's his deck. I don't know where his side deck is. I don't think he's really constructed one too well, but whatever. That's his deck build. Chaos Dragons are going to be tough. They're a really popular deck build, so I think you guys should watch out. What you can side against them are like viruses. I'm siding Dimensional Fissures, so that's, I think, because they can't get the crap to the graveyard. They're done, and they just have small little plays they can do, like Tour Guide, or that's it. But if you can get over his Unmains and not worry about the stuff in his graveyard, yeah, you're pretty well set. So I think I'm gonna run trip D-Fish. So, but yeah, guys, expect to see Chaos Dragons at regionals if you're going. And yeah, this is Team Meta Makers on the road to regionals. Peace out, YouTube.